It's mindset, people. It's our thinking, our program. Forgive thyself. But we can make money and be sustainable looking around at what we got. Living on the food bank at 68. I could point fingers at for Justin Trudeau for his neoliberalism. I could point fingers at the guy down the way flipping houses, and because real estate's a profitable industry. But it's not sustainable. And I traveled Canada. I heard all the patterns of stories that were studying life coaching and psychology. This programming going on in here. Oh, crossing my arms. It's frustrating, isn't it? No, it's every one of us. What we've told ourselves. I see the gold bull market, and that's the only friggin' thing I'd invest in. And buying property for yourself, buying art. There's some beautiful art here, but it can't sell. Why? Because people are not growing economically with income streams as entrepreneurial business. They could do this in their own home. Selling online, trade, everything. And they got these mindsets of, I know what it is. I remember it. It always starts somewhere. And I'm going to blame my generation. And I'm going to blame the generation after that. And I'm going to blame them. No, I'm not blaming. I'm just going to tell a story. Jerry Garcia in Toronto in 1970 when they were at a concert. Everybody wanted free tickets, man. The privilege. And the story kept on. The dog-eat-dog capitalism. Nobody had to work. You just go and, and you want to go to university and get a job. Do you think that's the answer? The university degrees with that amount of student debt? Huh? Or do you think maybe I'm going to get kicked on this. I want you to hear me out. We need affordable housing. We need contractors. We need trades. Now, it might not be a glamorous job. Get that mindset out of there. The glamour jobs. I see people in the glamour jobs that want to go back into something more sustainable. Because they hate lawyering. They get to the point, I don't want to do this. So I'm sitting in the restaurant having a beer with a guy. He's got as much money or more than the lawyer that spent 8 years in university to do a transaction on a real estate property up here that is very expensive, but he had the money. He was a tradesman. He was a construction. He was a carpenter. He learned the art of carpentry, building, and then he built a business and built out and built out and built out. He had as much money as that lawyer. And he says, taking a trade was the best thing for me. I got a wife, family, and he's been stuck in university for 8 years, gotten charged high prices for me to do a real estate transaction. Meanwhile, I've had enough money to travel the world, see life, and enjoy it. And somebody says, shut up, that's not right. Really. I talked to a man over there. He's an electrician contractor. He's built that business and expanded it. So he hires guys up here. And they're making money. It's not this privilege like I saw before. Going around and trying to get to university and ripping off seniors. Yeah, yeah. They were coming around and they'd say, lie to an old man that I had to get a lawyer to get this junk off of this thing because he was a trusting old man, my brother. And they were doing that. And the government of Ontario had to form with the Liberal government and get these guys out. They were subcontracting with energy companies. And they'd tell you everything. You know, they said the water's no good. George, this system here is the best in Ontario. So I come home and I said, what the hell is this? He said, it'll save me money. I went over it and it's going to cost you $7,000 a year more. He scammed you. And they were subcontracting under Enbridge and all these companies that my brother was loyal to. Is it Enbridge? No, it was allowing subcontractors to go through and hook on to these systems. So they go into Starbucks and they hire these guys. And they got them around like wolves because they want to go to university. So where's the empowerment in that? And who has made money with no education, with learning things on the fly? Because let's talk about it. Jane Jacobs talked about this. Education in universities now has got all these accolades, so you can get a career. I want to be truthful. I'm meeting a lot of people that got university degrees and it's failed them. They got to do something else. They just can't do it. I said, what the hell did you take? She's got a university degree in sociology. So she works in here. She doesn't make a lot of money working for the county. This other guy, he's got a university from Trenton. I mean, he's a nice guy. And I'm going to talk about it. I think it's given him self-confidence. But he's not making any money, but he's got a passion now. He wants to be a jazz pianist. Getting a master's degree in sociology is giving him a passion to keep on learning. Now, that's good. That's good. You know, I got a college degree, education. It was a foundation, like he said. It's a foundation of having enough self-confidence to keep on learning. I've been learning 8 years online. Psychotherapy. And I'll tell you, I'm not going to argue with people on here. She gets on here and she says life coaches are not therapists. I agree. I hear a lot of people don't know what they're talking about. You have to be qualified. So I've been learning international life coaching online. And I've been learning NLP, cognitive behavioralism, breaking these stories, these patterns, EFT practitioner, NLP, neurolinguistics, to go over where these stories are coming from. And I think I can apply this all to maybe sports, psychology, anything. Having tools and learning things online has grown things. So entrepreneurs do this. Invest in your skills. You know, you could invest in these derivatives and they'll make money on somebody else will make money. Entrepreneurs invest in their skills. And I'm going to put a package together, and anything successful up here, I'm going to charge high prices to keep them afloat. Now, I hope that they take those courses, those ideas, what that they learn, and help others. And I sit in a bar there. If I can afford it, I like the bar because there's a young man there that's a millionaire, and he's only in his 20s. Now, he didn't sit down and say, I don't listen to my parents. He's Jewish. Jewish Canadians are wealthy people. And Jewish Canadians learned business. That's why Hitler hated them. He's a Canadian Jew, Jewish man, and he's ethical. And he says, "Sir, you're right." He sits in that bar, and I say, "What are you drinking?" "Shirley Temple." I'm listening with my ears and growing ideas. He's developed tools to think and expand his consciousness of what could make money with it, what his father and his parents and everybody came here, and he's gonna really make it. Now, right now, I'm got guys in India and Pakistan, or maybe we could think that. So they want to come in here and think they're going to get rich. No, there's no housing. They're going to get hated. That's the way it's getting. And the crime rate's increasing. But there is options. We're finding gold. This is what I put into gold and silver by art. Who's saying that? Kevin O'Leary. And who's watches things that are sustainable, real material things. Fractional reserve banking, we won't own any ink. We don't own any ink now. If you got nothing, grow it and build it and never get in debt. Never take a mortgage right now. Oh no. Build income. Wherever you are, I'm in a little apartment here, and it's enough for me. I cut back my Wi-Fi plan and I changed. I had to use a bit of noggin braining. Bell was charging me a fortune, and I couldn't. It wasn't sustainable. And I got that plan, and I'm going to get a phone that isn't a Bell phone. It's going to hook to the Wi-Fi, and I can get that over across the road there at Staples. Maybe $100, $200. Hooks to my Wi-Fi. I got about 2 lines. I'm building business. I'll probably buy a camera for doing podcasts and blogs. I got to fix up this apartment. It's just noisy in there. So I need sound barriers. I need to get a TV, but I'll be able to afford it if I build the business. 8 years of study. Psychotherapy, cognitive therapy, neuro-linguistic therapy, NLP, Ho'oponopono with freedom technique to teach compassion and not shut down your emotions. Because if you're in healthcare and you listen to that Peterson there and have no empathy, you might as well go and get a gun and kill people. You can't heal people without compassion. Who tells you that? Emotional burnout, empathy burnout, means empathy, emotional imbalance. That's not empowerment. You're in the healing arts, a doctor, a nurse, and that's the problem with our healthcare. Our lack of empathy. You know, the nursing homes, they're dreadful. They're overworked and they can't control their emotional nuances. And they're burning out and they get hurting people. They hurt women that are pregnant. Now, come on. Do we throw down the healthcare system? Well, I think it's gone too far. I think it's every individual. So how do we change and lower the healthcare costs? We teach better ways to look after ourselves instead of going for a friggin' pill all the time. That's what's killing the whole healthcare industry. You go in a doctor's office, I got a little sniffle. You know, they'll throw a pill at you. Well, it's just the way the system is. and it's overrun. We want more hospitals. That's the way politicians are winning elections. Because I'm sick. Bad mindset. Bad mindset. And if I'm wrong, why is there healthy 89-year-olds, 90-year-olds? They're healthy. They're more fit than 35-year-olds. Why? I go out there and she's telling me a story. Listen to this. She's 40. Oh, I'm so old. He's friggin' 90. He shouldn't be driving. Bull. He's cognitively fit. He's been living up here and retired, and he drives because he's cognitive. All this hogwash about incognitive people. Incognitive people are people that sit on cell phones at 28 and sit in offices and don't get up and work and exercise and balance out their life. Look at the level of focus now in our society. Let's quit pointing fingers at the elders that are healthy. I walked by and the guy was walking past me and I said, "Hey, how old are you? You look like 60, 89. And I said, "How far do you walk a day?" 20K. And I said, "What? Do you have any problems?" "Yes." "What?" "I can't do the old man walk. They want me to act like an old man. I can't bend over." He was funny. 89. Hey, kids, don't you want to live long? Or do you want to just kill yourself? Go out there, smoke some hooch, and forget it. Not having a sustainable livelihood and live healthy, and then the trapdoor just goes, "Choo!" You don't want to live poor and get them coming in and seizing your property and throwing you in a box and burning you. And they'll lynch out the blood. I've seen that. Poor men that are just, they take them down to the morgue there. They slit their throats and the blood comes out, and then they throw them in the crematorium. They're nobody. You don't want to die that way. You want to die with money in your pocket. You want to be happy. You want to travel. You can get on a train across Canada. Some really nice trains. You can do a lot of things in this country. It's a big country. You can go to hotel to hotel. Enjoy life. That would build Canada. This mindset has to change. Yeah, we got too much immigration. We got a lot of things wrong. But who allowed it? Who allowed this? Who said, whoa, woke? Who didn't speak out? Because of the disempowerment of our minds. We write an MP and we say, we don't like what you're doing. Or go to your MP and complain. Look at this. I can't afford this. The taxes, I can't. But nobody does that. They just sit back and smoke some hooch or get drunk and don't talk about it. Don't talk politics. It's rude. Don't talk farting in public. That's rude. There's a lot of rude things in public. Sexual intimacy in public. Hey, that's sick. I'm not talking about gay sexual intimacy. I'm talking about straight sexual intimacy. It makes people friggin' uncomfortable. Get a friggin' room. But that's my values. It's these rich guys and got sugar baby girlfriends. They're young. And she's got her hands all over the big douchebag. Nah, he's just a big old boy that's got lots of ching money. Money. But what the hell? He's happy. I was thinking of Will Smith. Pursuit of happiness. And I'm not going to run down rich people. I will not run down rich people because I don't know. They could have made a sustainable income. This is all BS because it's your mindset that you can't make money. This young guy, he's in there, he's making money at $14,000 a week. He's 23. He went online, he started building and trading and selling. He's been all over the world. He's just a young guy. He needed to work at a construction job. He made it. I had a young guy come in and he says, I'm making $30K a month. Whoa. Income streams, like a musician. We used to drive taxi to buy gear. I'm going to buy more guitars and gear. And sure, the prices are high. You got to build up over it. And then start getting some sustainable 10% to keep you afloat. I'm lucky. I'm going to be blessed. The money is not enough to live on in Ontario, but I have a background of my Canada pension. But I've been struggling, not getting things going. I just need a business license and insurance coverage. To find it, I'll find it. I couldn't write before. I was so traumatized. And I started sorting myself out and I started writing letters. I need a lawyer. But I don't expect anybody to give me money to get a major retainer. And I want a damn good lawyer for civil litigation against my family. I don't care about them. They didn't care about me, and I don't care. That's my mindset. But it's not anger. And I was reading the psychology of that mindset. If you're in litigation, you cannot be angry. You got to have a direction. And you're going to teach them not to steal off you because they can. It might change the law and the rules. A lot of people are losing money to their rotten kids because of this privileged mindset that's being programmed into them since the 60s. It's gone on and on and on and on. It's a typical mindset that money is manifested with privilege. We are owed money. So you stole from your uncle. And I can't let that go. They're going to sue me now. They can try. I'm going to build quite a bit of money. I'm going to offer packages because I built programs that's going to get these guys that aren't going to lose their estates. There's millions of dollars up there, and they're worried because the house flippers, the little people of wanting more, start flipping houses. These are millionaires up here, and they'll lose it because of the massive crash in the market. I'm talking to women that own houses. They're homeowners that got that equity paid up, and they want something different because they don't want to lose this property. The end of growth? No. The end is self-empowered growth now. To sustain your living and your livelihood. You invest in gold. We're finding gold all over northern Ontario. We've found gold in Quebec. I was looking at these little gold bars, $20,000. They're at the Canada Mint, but they're insurance. I wouldn't put anything into derivatives or any investment or any crypto. No. Well, there's one crypto I might try, and that's Kinesis. Because it's backed by gold and silver. That's what I want to see. Gold and silver backing. It's a blockchain and it's backed by it. But I'm looking around and I see gold for sale and estate sales and everything. I'm serious. I really believe in buying gold and silver. But the art sales, they're at a standstill. Prices are high. And that art is like Group of Seven quality. It's really in the stylization of those artists. It's gorgeous. So, the art investment is this: buy what you love. I've always loved art, but it does have a sustainable, it's not fluid asset, but it's sellable and it might gain value. There's no guarantee in life, but it's an insurance that you got something for yourself. It's something that you could probably give on to generations. It's sustainable. And gold and silver, the prices vary, but that's not what to look at. The prices in the markets are going up and down. We can't go by that. We got to go by the fact that we're $1.1 trillion in debt. Read out what payback. Look at the amount of debt loads people carry now. So let's say you got nothing really. You got no savings. And I'm going to talk about retired people with no savings. You've got a sustainable foundation, a Canada pension in old age. She's working at the dollar store with what? She's 80, she's healthy. But she's not making any money at that. Yeah, she's making a little. It's better than what she had. They're giving these women, older people, little jobs. With a computer and a bit of knowledge, or start mentoring online, and the kids get out of the head that older people don't know anything. She might make a lot of money. There's a lot of women that are divorced. They got no money. I talked to a woman there. I said, how many jobs have you got? Got to work. I don't go in no shelters. They're dreadful. Of course they are. They're paid by brokers. They're paid by brokers to run those shelters that don't even have any intrinsic ethics. You're better to go to jail than go to a shelter. You are. They're dreadful. And women know that. They've gone through it with rotten bastard husbands. They don't want to go down anymore because they didn't have any idea of what sustainability is. A sustainable, ethical economy. They just kept on overloading their unethical fake money portfolio and their debt. Be the big guy. It's nice to own a car. It's nice to have a real nice car. But it's nice to have it paid for. He says, where did you get that guitar? Are you paying for it? It's a Fender Telecaster USA. No. See, he doesn't know. I bought it. Cash. It's mine. Bought, paid in full. It's mine and it'll always be mine. And if I listened to him, I'd sell it and really regret it. I've talked to guitar players that sell guitars. Don't do it. Just tell him to get the hell out of here. I'm building a business and I'm not listening to him. He's just a young guy that needs empowerment. And he's got this attitude. And I'll kick his rear end. No, just stay out of here. I got the cops in here. I think you're smart, Greg. You're making sense. Yeah. He says, you can kick me, I'll call the cops. Good. They'll come over and hold you. Just stay out of here. I don't want you around. Because you're a know-it-all. I was like you. I came out of cupcake school and I thought I knew it all until some woman, it was a horsewoman, cut me down to pieces. You need a cut down. But you'll go down on your own with that attitude. I don't have to do anything to a kid that is believing a story. And I'll tell you, the mental health system's garbage. She comes to me, she's a singer-songwriter. Oh, yeah, everybody's bipolar, eh? I said, they're not worth going to. They'd have no idea. They're going by a DSM, ungodly manual of throwing drugs at people. She says, I'm not taking those drugs. No, you put on weight and you'll be fat and you won't be in the music industry. You know, I mean, fat girl. No, she's a good looking chick. She played a singer songwriter. What the hell's that? You know, I said to Sarah Emmerich, I shouldn't say this, she's famous. I said, you bipolar, Sarah? Oh, hell. Of course we are. Every songwriter is. Kurt Cobain, every one of them, all bipolar. Bipolar? It's a stupid thing to go around diagnosing people bipolar that got into a different creativity. The problem with creative people is they got this right brain thinking that isn't coming into a line with the left. And if we bring that in, it would be better. And learn emotional balance and different techniques to deal with being a sensitive person that's got gifts. But here's another thing. We talk about gifts and we look at these, we call them progenies. Yeah, I was listening to that. People that work at their craft in music or anything, the ones that really had a struggle at first, or their brain is adapting and they're learning more and they're getting a little bit more encouraged and a little bit more encouraged and encouraged. Their neurons in their brain are rewiring. It's changing everything. So I'm thinking left brain, right brain equality of if you're an emotional person, learning to control the emotional side of you, because that's a form of thinking. It's right brain. Left brain, it's more logical. How can you bring that together? Well, you develop things that are more logical in your life, like time management, skills like that. That's something a right brain thinker doesn't do. I'm right brain and I don't time manage. Another thing, we gotta get off of multitasking. We can't do that. It's nuts. You can't multitask. It's breaking our focus syndrome down. How long can you study or learn something? You have to horn yourself into, but you got to find balance and you got to eat a good diet. You got to have money to buy food here. This is crazy. I can't afford food here, but I had a problem. It's Wi-Fi prices are too high. So I've invested in another company that's about $200 cheaper. Whoa. And they weren't giving me options. I don't like a company that doesn't give me options and gives me a bunch of hogwash. And I was by myself. I couldn't get anybody to help me. There's nothing here. There's house cleaners, but I got to pay for them. Wow. I'll find I'll find the one that isn't too expensive and does it by when I'm needed. I don't want to get these ones that say, oh, you got to do so many hours. And then, all right, there's one down the way here. She's about half a block away. She can come in and do it. She said, I suggest you do that. The other woman says that we're expensive. Well, I haven't got the money. And I'm glad I don't. Because if I had the money and I was paying her, I'm not paying her that could do just as good a job. I hire young women that are going to need some employment. I'm sitting here and I go into a restaurant there. He's got a bar here. And he's getting real mad and I'm trying to calm him down. He says, you get out of here, he says to her. You're in that washroom smoking whack and there's paper all over the floor. I got clients coming in. I agree with you, sir. But I want to tell you something. She had a business here. So she fell. But she can't get up. She needs to get up. Give her the book, Divine. It's by Marianne Williamson. The Divine Compensation. And I ain't got to bring her up. She's a nice girl. She worked hard at, she had this idea, but she didn't have massive income streams, things to fall back on. I think she's a creative soul and a sensitive young woman. She got into running a vegan bakery. Nice. But COVID came around and whoosh, down she went. I felt bad about her because she was a very giving soul. And I don't think that woman should go through that. And then I hear artists here, and I'm going to change their mindset. Listen to what they say. I'm a starving artist. That art is damn good, but it's not getting out there. Why? Because you haven't got platforms to sell your art on. You have to put it in a gallery that's not selling art, or do you put it on a worldwide platform? And connect these art studios around here. They're not even connected. They don't work together. The lone wolves, and whoever talks about a lone wolf, I think you need to formulate an art collective that would go worldwide. I could spread this worldwide. This art's really good, but I don't like hearing that concept. I'm a starving artist. If you're a good artist, you're an artist, and you need to get sustainable income for that art. I go up there, and he's pushing out. He's staying under A.Y. Jackson. Oh, God, he was selling me. I don't know if he's still alive, William. But he was original A.Y. Jackson, a group of seven. This guy's beautiful art. He's been painting and going up to Killarney and Algonquin Park in a canoe in his 80s. Now, I got to talk about this. Somebody said to me, and I'm going to, that's stupid to say. He says he's plagiarism. No. Get a stylization is not plagiarism. He's studying under an artist, but he's not doing copies. He said, look at this. This is your pink skies. I've never seen Carmichael do pink skies. He's advancing it. But William's coming up and he says, I've got tons of these canvases. You want it? How much? He says 366. Foundations A.Y. Jackson? Whoa. And, his art, he says, I'll give it 366. I got these frames. They just pop in there. I want you to take it home for 2 weeks, see if it resonates with you. And then you can bring it back and look at all these other canvases. That is beautiful art, man. And I look at these paintings, they're murals, and they're gorgeous by artists. There's a girl here, she wants dressage, ride dressage. So she does art horses. Well, she sustain her life. They do all sorts of low income streams to keep a horse. She can't afford a dressage saddle. But she's a beautiful artist. We need websites, and we need to put them out and get them out across the world. This guy's coming to me in India. The government's corrupt. It's keeping us poor. You're keeping yourself poor. You want to come into Canada, you'll be poor. Mindset. Wherever you are, you're there. I was saying that this government's keeping me poor. The taxes are so high. I'll just put it into income streams where I can save money. And I might have to make enough money to get offsets called charities and stuff. That's how you save money. But I want ethical things that are going to help the community. And I don't want anything unethical. Like that's friggin' shelters are unethical. There's tax shelters. There's a lot of junk here that's just tax shelters. The Auditor General needs to look at it, but there's a lot of it. And it's unethical. What's ethical? I think affordable housing projects with a guy up here that's building these beautiful modular systems up in Meaford, making them into units and having land There's land around here, but it's so damn expensive. How long is it going to stay expensive? How long are they holding out? Just play the game. It's cat and mouse. How long is this market going to hold out? If they can get a place to live right now and start coaching them into a better, sustainable business, these young people won't have to leave Canada. It's not fair. I could hate the immigrants. And no, I'm just thinking it wasn't planned out right. Too much immigration. It's part of the problem. But it's a lot of problems with women that buy property and rent to foreign students and won't rent to anybody else. They'll do well because everybody knows everybody. It's a small area. They'll get to know each other. I don't care about them. I could yell at them, say, "You stupid bitch," but that's not good. They're going to come to me and say, I'm crashing. Oh, hell yeah. And I don't have to yell at them. I have to say, well, you got to get another plan. It's more sustainable. It helps the community and it benefits you and you're going to make money. Jimmy Carter came out with the, what was it? That program, building houses for families. That's sustainable. There's reused houses here. They take the materials down and rebuild them. Reuse wood, reuse lumber. It's sustainable. Falling down barns and stuff. Barn board, sustainable. What's not sustainable is having a party up there in the mountain and burning fence rails that are beautiful for a lot of woodwork. That's not sustainable. Building out guys that don't look at something beautiful, like a big kind of countertop for a bar, but they don't use a plumb level and level it out. So I put the glass on, it falls on the floor. You got to come back and level out that table. That's not sustainable. It's good to have these ideas, but if you thought it all out, you're creative. You're probably a creative person. And you got the creative, emotional mind to see beauty in that wood. But you got to have a little of the left brain coming in there. That needs level. And I know I'm right, not that it's wrong. But you got to bring this left brain in here. And then you might make money at making tables that are beautiful and level. We all make mistakes. And it costs you money when you make mistakes because she comes back, hey, I want the table level. I'm not paying anymore. So, do it right. Build over there. We got a COVID virus. And I know about health. Nobody's looking around. Well, we got about maybe 15 miles away, mushroom farms. That stuff is good for building immunity. We're learning this. Natural therapies. There's no chickens here. Oh, hell no. Can't have chickens in Collingwood. There's coyotes. Well, maybe somebody outside the area get a nice chicken farm that's got free range. Because free range is better and good chickens and good eggs. Sustainability. We need food in here. We need growers. Young people getting land. Just how much land? I don't believe in massive high-rise apartments unless we have infrastructures of food coming in. They're building one here, beautiful condominiums. For older people that are retired gainfully, they need food coming in, not these prices. These prices are way too much. So I found grow ops and people delivering the food from the farms directly. And what do I think? It's going to hurt them. It will maybe influence them to lower the prices because they won't be selling it. The more people I get onto a program selling directly from farmers, that's natural agriculture, sustainability, and helping people save money and get good, healthy food, coach them into health. And there's all sorts of people that are into nutritional therapies and coaching, but they're not unified. I know her, I sit in the bar and she says to me, I'm a nutritional therapist, nutritional chef. Are you? But are you getting your money out there to get people to buy this stuff? Consortiize and bring it together. And you get on a platform and build this because people need health. Doctors don't know any friggin' thing about health, about food as medicine. Older people do. But how do you get it? You got to get them off of farms and regenerative agriculture systems. There's a guy here, he sells Berkey, one of the best water filtration systems in the world. And what I like about them is you can put stones in them that are alkaline. Let's talk about alkaline water. Alkalining is where there's alkaline, there's no cancer. And it goes into a system, it filters through. Now, it's expensive. They're about $1,000. But if I buy some other water filtration system, the price in the filtration is cheaper. Now, he's selling from his house, and he's got a warehouse up in Toronto. So it's sustainable. I got products to sell, and I got to have a warehouse. There's got to be something around here. So I was going to sell the books off. They were beautiful books. They were all leather bound with gold leaf. Oh, no, she threw them out. Gave them away. I said, up here, he'll take them. Well, it costs money. How much? You get a carrier and ship them out there, and he'll sell and give him. She wouldn't listen to me. See, there's a lot of haste in selling an estate. They don't think. They just think I'm making the money quick. And that's why I'm suing her. He invested in collectible things. Maybe some of it wasn't sustainable. There's gold items and stuff. I got some of it, but she didn't know. She threw out my hi-fis. Well, I need new hi-fis. I need a better one. I was always thinking of getting better. But she gave me all the records back. That's good. I just go over there and buy one of the highest end stereos that I can. Turntables, really high end, Bison amplifier. Ooh, nice sound. Power amps, preamps, music gear I gotta buy. I want to buy a Nord system and I want to buy more guitars. 12 fret in Toronto. I got this guy here. You can get me custom Fender Strats, pedals in town. I got over there, it's Crystal Shop somewhere, Crystal Reiki Master. I'll buy them there. I get a contract to sell crystals, and I'll build elixirs for horses. I'm in the horse business too. I got a sale with China. It's a light therapy unit. They sell them here, but she says they're subsidiaries and they're not the quality that the Chinese are. I don't know what the trade barriers are. I'll see. But I thought there was trade barriers. I saw Doug Ford put a blockage on renewable energy, and I get them calling me for hours. Companies coming up here trying to get a business going. So they got no subsidies to get them going. But that's not a problem. It's to look around and build your own income, and don't get into debt and don't rely on governments. This one over here, I said, "What's he taking all these pictures of?" Selling to China. Oh, are you a communist? No, I'm a businessman that's making money. He's not getting partisan. And that's the stupid thing with us. Get partisan. No, he's making money because he can't sell in Ontario because Doug's put a block onto the Ontario system. So Doug's paid my hydro up. I got $800, $900 every month credit on my hydro. So I can use a lot of electricity. But it's stuck on that power stream. And it's all paid up. Other people got to pay. I could go out to Alberta. The power supplies are expensive out there. Might save money on taxes, but I got $800-900 on top of the credit. And I'm learning ways to save money. Like I go out and buy a pair of glasses. Oh God, they were $500 for the frame. It wasn't very good. Went on Amazon and got a $32 pair of John Lennon glasses. And I broke them and I got another. No, they're 64. Got the frame again, 32, and I got to take them back to the optometrist and pop the lens in. So I got parts for it. Arms if it breaks. But I'm keeping it in the case, so I'm learning. And I'm learning that the ear wraparounds, they need maybe a sponge around the cables. They're hurting my ears. So I'll just get something to wrap around them. Maybe find something nice, like tape. This won't hurt my ears wrapping around. But why did I buy them? Because I don't like glasses falling off. And wraparound cable are nice. $32. They're not really good metal. But if I can buy them at $32 and just keep putting the parts on there, buy the same damn thing over and again, they're from China or somewhere, save money. Like I bought a turntable and I went on eBay and I needed a cartridge and an Ortophon, which is expensive as friggin' hell. It was shipped from Germany and it was about half the price. And it comes in the mail for, he says there's $1 shipment on this little envelope. What's in it? Phone Ortophon cartridge. What the hell's a cartridge? It's a turntable. But it was half the price of the Canadian model. And I buy it on eBay. Brand new. I didn't bid on it. I just saw the price and I bought it. I can buy things overseas that they're gooey things going into an envelope. Shouldn't say this. I can't custom my commuter, but it's this little cartridge. One cartridge. They're nice to have big cartridges. This guy's got 3 cartridges. He loves hi-fi. So he changes cartridges and he just slaps on one. This is a really high-end vinyl. And he puts a really high-end $1,000 cartridge on there. The other's just for the regular vinyl. Magnetic. He puts maybe a moving coil really high-end for really good quality cartridge. Puts it in a case, keeps it stored. Nice. Turntables are wonderful things. There's a record shop here. He's got tons of vinyl. Good quality. And he's got used vinyl. I don't mind used, but I like virgin. And you can buy it on Amazon. I mean, lots of vinyl. Another thing I like is DVDs. I don't like Netflix. I don't like any of that stuff. I can stream videos. It's getting to me. I think the picture quality of a DVD Blu-ray is better, high end, and a good TV. And you're looking at a Samsung or a LG or something really high end. Plasma, not plasma, they got other ones. But this is it. You need money coming in. And I like Bluetooth systems. I can put speakers everywhere. And I don't like the heating system. I need a Bison air filtration system that is water purifying and humidity. The humidity is terrible here. I need curtains that are sound barriers. I need audio equipment that I can record and build. It's a garden. She took me down to not much. I think I paid the taxes out of what I was given. I couldn't get a house because she hadn't paid the credit score. So they taxed the living hell out of me. And that's the way she cooks. But that's paid off. Now, start making money. Get a tax agent, a tax consultant, and lower my tax bills and get income streams. I can't keep doing this. I got a book contract to write. It's going to take me a lot of work. But I enjoy the process. I got a publisher. Most people don't get publishers. He's in BC. And I said, is there anything out there affordable? Oh, hell no. Toronto's going nuts. So this area is getting really overrun. But the mayor came out and she says, we got to get affordable housing because the crime rates are going up here. Yeah, crime rates are going up. If you don't have affordable housing, you got people messed up. People come up, I've got no food, I'm living on the street. And you can tell their cognitive functions going right out. Young people. So they walk down the street, I'm going to get some crack cocaine, some speed. See, they haven't got their heads together. They're on drugs. I work at the police. We're getting shot at, Greg. I know you are a constable. What's causing all this? Inflated economy. If I go over where it is inflated and I show that there's no housing, I'll show you crime rates increasing. I'll show you drug addiction getting worse. So you can live in the house, but you better have a damn fortress in there. Because they're breaking into houses and holding people at knife point. Police have to go in there, guns, and oh God, it's getting bad. This is police reports telling me. I look at Alberta, look at RCMP reports in areas that they're making sustainable housing and affordability. Their police rates are dropping on the grass. So what's that an indication of? That's an indication that we got to have an egalitarian society. And shut up if you don't. No, egalitarian that you have money. You got to get out of that mindset of being better than the next guy. That's my problem too. I heard a guy playing boogie woogie piano. He's playing different, better, but other people like my music. So I had to get a mindset of being better. And I thought about that and I meditated on it. What I'm learning is good. I liked what he was playing. I heard turnarounds in those boogie woogie patterns, and it was really good. But he's a professional. He's a rock and roll artist. He comes down and picks up the lid and he says, "Hey man, let's rock this out." He's got a harmonica player there. He's a blues artist. But I could really get jealous. But what's the sense? He's raising the rail as a musician. I go into a gig and I do a gig. The guy's playing really good guitar. He's maybe 40. He's a good guitarist. I don't get humiliated by listening to good musicians because he's done his gig, he's done his chops, he's got woodshedded for a while, and I hear something coming out of him, and I appreciate it. If I got really upset about being 68 and him playing better, I don't think it's better. I think he's developed some styles. His skills are improving. If I compare him, I'll get so depressed and I'll run him down, and that's not fair. And that's what the ego does. And you gotta watch the ego, because that's one of your blocks. But this is what my theory is about why Canada sucks, and it doesn't have to. Why does it suck all over the world? Because people think something's better somewhere else. Think about it.